Hey y'all, Teanna here. I'm in the bathroom as usual because it has the best lighting in the apartment. I'm just popping on because I did a what my toddler eats in a day video for y'all, but I didn't do an intro for it. So this is me doing the intro for it. So I'm showing y'all what I've not. I mean, typically he doesn't eat the same thing every day, but typically this is what Julian's meals look like in a day. So I'm doing 3 meals and a snack. So I hope y'all like the video. Let me know what y'all think about it. I do want to say a lot of the meals I'm showing y'all, y'all might think, oh, she's giving him big portions for a 1-year-old. Half the time he does not eat the food completely. Like, he picks and chooses what on the plate he wants to eat, and he'll eat that and then take a bite of the other stuff, which is why I make his portions the way I make them, so he can pick which item he for sure is gonna finish completely. But he usually doesn't finish. Let's say if he has 3 things on his plate, like one of his meals is a dinner, like for dinner, if he has a meat, a starch, and a vegetable, he'll take like a bite of the meat. He'll eat like half of the starch and he'll completely finish the vegetables, for example. So you'll see a lot. You'll think you're seeing a lot on his plate for a 1-year-old, but he's not eating all of the food. I just do it so he has an option of what he wants to finish, and regardless to what he finishes, it makes up for that meal, so to speak. But yeah, enough rambling. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, and I will talk to y'all later. Okay, so for breakfast, Julian is just having a bowl of oatmeal. So I just warmed up some water in a coffee mug in the microwave, and I'm just mixing that in. It looks a little crazy because I'm trying to mix it with one hand and hold the camera. So I'm sorry I'm not focused, but yeah, so it's just oatmeal for breakfast, and he's gonna have I think this was brown sugar oatmeal, or maple and brown sugar, I'm sorry, oatmeal. So he usually finishes all of his oatmeal in the morning because Julian really, really loves oatmeal. So yeah, that's just the oatmeal that he's having for breakfast today. And I'm just stirring it. And I usually just add a little bit of water at first to see if I like that consistency. And then if I don't like the consistency, I'll add more, which is what I'm doing here. I'm just adding more water because I want it to be a little more looser so that he can get it down easier, because he is only 1. So I make it a little looser than I like mine. Like, I like mine that chunky look that you just saw, but for him I do try to make it a little more liquidy. So yeah, I'm just stirring that up for him. And then yeah, so he's having that maple and brown sugar oatmeal. He really, really likes that oatmeal. I haven't tried any other ones because he always loves that one, and he's just gonna have some milk with it. And then that'll be all he's having for breakfast today. Alright, so it's about lunchtime now, and Julian's just having some goldfish, strawberries, and oranges. He really, really loves oranges. Well, he loves fruit. So I do try to cut him up relatively small for him because he does only have 8 teeth. So yeah, that's what he's having for lunch. And then he's just going to have a glass of milk with that, a cup of milk with that, and then that'll just be it for his lunch today. So now it's snack time, and he's just having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on like some cereally whole wheat bread. This is the kind of jelly that I like to use. I specifically prefer this jelly because it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it. Andrea and I do try to avoid high fructose corn syrup when we can. So that's the jelly or fruit spread I'm going to be using. And then I prefer the peanut butter that only has peanuts in it as opposed to this one that has 90%, but the store was sold out of that one. So this one is just going to have to do. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize when I was filming this that I was so zoomed in on the food, but that's okay. So after I make the sandwich, I'm going to cut it up into small pieces. so that he can easily consume it. And I did go back and cut him down a little bit more from this, what you're seeing right here, because I still felt like some of those were too big for him. And just because bread is so dry, I prefer for it to be a little bit smaller. And then he's having some water with this to wash it down as well. And then that's just going to be all that he has for his snack today until dinner time. So for dinner, I decided that I'm going to make some ground beef meatballs with onions and gravy and red mashed potatoes, and then whatever mixed vegetable I can find in my freezer. And so that's just what I'm getting set up for right now. I'm going to probably speed this part up, so I'm not really going to explain what's going on. You guys can just watch this part.